Alright people, what the hell is up? I decided I wanted to sit on the porch and record me a little video out here with all this noise with this cheap ass Bluetooth I got. So the sound is liable to be, I won't know until I get in and start editing the video, which doesn't really consist of much effort because I won't be adjusting the sound at all. I'm just letting y'all know there's 18-wheelers and trucks, and there's probably gonna be some motorcycles and some hot rods drive up and down this motherfucker. It's just what it is. That's how it go around here. But what did I want to talk about tonight? Tonight, I just wanted to do a video. I was doing my usual swiping and all this other kind of stuff, you know, when you just sit at the house and you bored, you ain't doing the whole club thing or social scene or whatever you want to call it these days. I have no idea. You're online doing stuff. If you ain't swiping, you online to some degree somewhere, meeting people. Hey kitty, why you up here? What you want, girl? Huh? Come on. Cat want to be crawling on me. I don't know if y'all probably can't see her. She back on the ground now. Anyway, it's a little kitty. I want the type of relationship. Somebody's gonna ask me this at some point. Somebody that probably ain't gonna never see this goddamn video, but it will be asked. You know, what kind of relationship that you probably looking for, whatever down that line of thought. And usually I don't have a real answer for them. I can give them an answer. It probably won't be an honest answer. Or if I give them an honest answer, it ain't gonna be some shit they want to hear. But that's generally how conversations go with me. It's either or. Somebody gonna be disappointed and see you about to tear up some shit. Somebody about to be disappointed either way. But yeah, I would say that the type of relationship that I would want to be in would be more like the friendships that I have, which on the surface is true, but see on the cat, what are you doing? See, think about cats, man. Hey, now where you finna try to jump? You finna try to jump somewhere, and you gonna fall and scratch the hell out of me. Anybody that know cats know just well, she jumped on me and didn't scratch me. That is a surprise. I thought she was gonna scratch the hell out of me. But anyway, the type of relationship will be more like the friends that I generally run across. But see, at that point, there's a difference because friendships you have, those usually last a long while. But see, there's nothing at stake with those. There's nothing at stake with those. How many times, I don't know what kind of friendships y'all have, but there's no reason for me to be arguing and bickering and fighting with any of my friends. It's just not. You have to think about, okay, when one of my friends pick and choose either one, when have we had an argument? And the only time you can say when we've had an argument, if it just happened to be one of those friends that at one point, well, at now is an ex, but at one point we was in a relationship, which is few, you know what I'm saying? So I like to say I like to have one of those relationships where it's just everything fall into place how it's supposed to. Because I'm like, I ain't trying to work at shit. I'm just not. There's a lot of things I have to put my mind and body and my, just put some effort into. That shouldn't be one. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, oh the fuck well. That if I'm with somebody and I gotta work, you know what I'm saying? If it's a job to be with that person, You gotta go through some kind of therapy or go through some kind of course or class or something to learn to be around that person. It's probably not who you're supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. If now that, and I'm talking about your relationship with that person. I'm not talking about, and I know this is inclusive to a lot of shit, but I'm not talking about the day-to-day, if you just be cohabitating with somebody and one of those other things is getting in the way. Like I'm excluding money and shit like that, because we all know that's gonna cause problems regardless. Don't cause problems between me and my folks, because I ain't got to deal with that. Their money is their money, my money is my money, which is another thing with the relationship that I would like to have, is everybody got their own shit. You shouldn't have to depend. The only thing we should have to depend on each other for is each other. We should both have our own. You know what I'm saying? We might have something together, but we should each have our own. You know, this ain't back in the day times. This is not back in the day times where, you know, a lot of women are trying to get back to that. Women fought for a long time to get their ass up out of shit where they didn't have a choice or the ability to rise above and be equal. Now that they up there to some degree, a lot of motherfuckers, all right, they want their cake to eat it too. They want the big paying jobs. You know what I'm saying? The six figures and all this other shit. A lot of women actually have that. You know, and if not that much, that might be a little bit excessive. But making, you know, anywhere upwards above 50 grand a year. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, the way the economy works, that back in the day, that would have been a lot of money. It ain't so much now. Just like 100 grand is a lot of money back in the day. So much now? Nope, not really. 100 grand to last you, you know, a year, maybe two. And then you be wondering what the fuck happened. Yeah, but they get to that level, but still want somebody to take care of them and what they got, while being able to keep their own shit. I see that a lot when I be doing my video shit. There's a lot of women have their money, they work, and they live with their husband who work and take care of all the house. You know what I'm saying? But the woman get to work and keep all her money, and the man get to work and have to pay for everything. That's what a lot of women trying to get to these days. I can say I ain't going for that shit, which is the truth, but I don't have to worry about that, because I can't. It's hard enough for me to support myself. So if you looking for somebody to support you and your lifestyle, while you get to keep all your hard-earned money, while I get to spend my hard-earned money on you and whatever the fuck you want and sustaining you. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it is that you could offer me that'll cause me to go along with that. That would warrant that. But I don't know what it is. I mean, I'd have to bring up some shit that I probably would never mention on this video, that would have to go down for that shit to happen. It's like that. You know, some shit that would have to happen for me to be able to do that shit, I can't even mention here. It's just, that's how bad it is. Nope, that ain't finna happen. If it does happen, you know, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that bridge ain't been built yet. Somebody got that bridge somewhere. I just ain't got it. But yeah, I would like to have to be with somebody that they got their own and I got my own, and that'll cut out a bunch of that other shit with the domestic squabbles. Not between the two people, but the domestic squabbles that ain't got nothing to do with y'all getting along with each other. surface, the exterior shit. Like, not to say that shit ain't important. It is important, you know, because while I would like to get along with people and all this other stuff and blah blah blah, and have all y'all personal compatibilities, you know, in order, you know, you got to deal with the other shit, you know, as far as home style. I would call it home style. Sound like a fucking sandwich. You know, your home life, because life, I would say lifestyle, which would probably be more accurate, but that people take terms and just throw other definitions on them, but, you know, whatever. Shit that you ain't got to deal with dealing with people. Stuff that ain't got to do with y'all living with each other. It's, you know, let's put it like that. You know, money ain't got shit to do with that for the most part. And how you live in your fucking house. You know, just that. Because if you got your own shit, it don't fucking matter. If y'all on the same goddamn page. You got your shit. Whatever you doing over there is how you handle your shit over there. You got your own money. How you do with your own money is your shit. That's your business. I got my own shit. I got my own shit here. Get. You know what I'm saying? All that shit don't need to be entwined. Because we know how people are. Because not everybody, not people in general don't stay the fucking same. People change over time. Which also means that who you need to be with may change over time. It just, that's how the fuck it is. You just think about it. You know, you have to adjust and pivot. And if something is going wrong, then you gotta go somewhere else to do this shit. You might be getting along with people, but you know folks change over time. No matter how well y'all get along, people's opinion about shit can change over time or change abruptly. You know what I'm saying? It might change abruptly. You know, you get to the point where everything, the whole relationship is fine, and then all of a sudden, whatever y'all been doing ain't cool no more. It happens. It is what it is. You know, it fucking happens. It's just like, okay. You know, you let that shit slide for a while and see how things pan out. And then it might get to the point where, okay, well, you better off doing over there. And I'm better off doing over here. You go your separate ways. Ain't gotta be no big drama, ain't gotta be no big kick up and no shit like that. That's how the fuck it is. I like my relationship to be like that. Now you have to have that agreement that y'all together, but that other shit, you know, is be without that. And be without that, because your shit just gets complicated sometimes. You know, if you don't have those expectations, because you got to have a lot of that shit, expectations. You know, just like me with, I'd say me with traveling. Somebody want to go off and play Globetrotter. Well, they want somebody, I mean, I ain't going to stop you from going off and playing Globetrotter. If you can afford it, you do it. That don't mean I got to go with you. You know what I'm saying? I know people would want to have a travel partner. I understand all of that. Because I usually travel by myself. Because the people that generally want to travel with me don't have no money. And I ain't paying nobody's way. Because a lot of times, me paying for people ain't doing pay for my way type of shit. So I ain't have to, you know, I don't fuck around with that. You want to go? I might be able to finagle that, but you ain't filling all the requirements for I want to go privileges. That's how it is, man. You gotta have rules. You gotta have fucking rules, man. Motherfuckers will run all over your ass. Nigga have a relationship where all that shit is just panned out. Ain't no drama, ain't no nothing. It's kind of like two old motherfuckers. Because at that point, you know, once they done got to the point in their life, ain't shit to fight about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but once you got up in that and got up in age with somebody, you done earned that. You know what I'm saying? you'd have earned that I'm with somebody I don't, and that you don't give a damn about all the stuff that people would stress out over or get caught doing or not doing and all this other stuff. It'll probably already happen. Or motherfuckers just ain't got the energy. You ain't got to worry about too many motherfuckers hopping around and scooting over here and scooting over there when you fucking 60, 70 years old. It just, no, I ain't saying it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it ain't happening. I'm just like, more likely, if you with somebody and you that age, you you know, that part then scooted, you know, it's gone. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? You might think about it. If it was only 20 years earlier, he's still 50, man. You understand? If it was only 20 years ago. I'll tell you right now, just because motherfuckers get old don't mean they, well, for some people, you know, there's still dudes out there popping out babies and shit. Like, damn, nigga, you got brand new ass kid that motherfuckers be 70, 80 years old and shit. Somebody fuck that dude. I'm 47. I can't get no pussy to save my life. Still motherfuckers out there in their 70s, 80s out there knocking it down, impregnating motherfuckers. Only time I get a woman to come here to the house if I order from Uber. Get a delivery. A chick is a delivery, which, man, I got a couple that came by here. Oh my goodness. I know it's kind of creepy because I make sure they drop my shit. I'm usually standing right there at the fucking door when they call. And I grab my fucking food. Because a lot of times they don't have the common sense to read the fucking instructions to tell you where to leave my fucking food. Grocery orders are a little bit different. You can't leave old grocery order right here on this little stool I got right here. So, but the food order, you leave them. A lot of people, they'll leave your shit anywhere on this goddamn porch, but right on that yellow ass stool. You know, when you got the color yellow stool, and they still put the food somewhere else, I would take my tip back. So to keep from taking my tip back, I stand right there at the door. When they say, please wait, give such and such time to drop your, I'll be right there at the goddamn door. When they walk up there, I grab my goddamn food. Because if I don't do that and my food ain't where it's supposed to be, you're not getting no fucking tip. Just not. That's how it is. Anyway, back to the dating shit. I know I done posted some shit showing people that left my food right there on the floor in front of the fucking door. Which is fucking stupid, because if you got like the screen door and your house door, you know the house door open inward, the screen door open outward. Why would you leave somebody's food right there in front of the goddamn door that only opens in one direction? So you can't get your food without knocking it the fuck over. So don't have a drink sitting there. Yeah, that type of shit. Anyway, I like to have one of those relationships where I ain't got to work at it. Just basically, that's the gist of this whole goddamn video. I don't want to work at it. And if it gets to a point where if I gotta put in effort to be able to get along with you, we ain't supposed to be on that level. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be on that level. We probably supposed to just be cool with each other until we get to that point. And a lot of times folks don't get to that point because they skip it. You know, they skip it. That's what the whole get to know you dating phase that everybody skipped, and they want to go straight to hopping in a relationship after a couple of weeks or a month or whatever. You know, yeah, that's that shit you just skipped. That's that time period that you use to get to that point to where you ain't got to worry about dealing with no bullshit with that person. You know, you just don't. You know, people have a lot of layers and a lot of functionality. Something is liable to pop up somewhere along the goddamn way. But that's why you don't hop in shit quick. You ain't gonna never really get to know all of somebody. Like, ain't nobody gonna get to know all of me. It's just certain shit that ain't none of your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? It's either irrelevant or none of your business. It ain't got nothing to do with what we doing right now. I'm one of them people, I would tell you that, you know, that's some shit that happened in the past. I don't want to relive that. You know what I'm saying? or something that's going on there, that's something I'm dealing with. You ain't got nothing to do with that. That type of shit. Not everybody take kindly and stuff like that. They get their panties in a bunch. I can't think of a word right now for it, but they get their panties in a bunch. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's why you take that time to get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then you won't end up in a so-called long-term relationship with somebody trying to ignore a bunch of shit that you know pissing you off. Because I would have to do that. I tell you that right now. I would have to do that because I know I'm agitated and I get mad at shit that is stupid. I can't really just pick just right off the top of my head now, but I know it's stuff that I get upset about that's inconsequential. You know what I'm saying? They do this that irritates me. But I know that them doing that, it's not done to irritate you on purpose. It's just whatever the fuck they do. But I know the fact that it irritates me is fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're sitting at the table and somebody eating, and you looking at them eat, and it makes you angry. It doesn't. That's probably right. You know, if I can hear you eat, I'm like, not like it's this one dude that shoot videos, right? He be all over the place doing food reviews and shit. It be on Facebook. I forgot his fucking name. He be all over the goddamn place. Ain't nothing wrong with his videos. He sit in his car, kind of like Dame Drops used to do, and he do the food reviews or whatnot. The fact that he slurped his food off his fork irritates me. You know what I'm saying? You know how somebody get a soup, they eat the soup and whatnot, and they do that shit? Well, he does that when he has solid food on a fork. He could be mad to get some rice and some shit in the plate. He'll get in and be trying this. Man, it's just like every time I watch one of these videos, that's what the fuck he does. He gets some food on the fork and slurp it off the fork. That irritates me. It does, and I know it's gonna irritate me before he do it. Now, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Hop in his comments and tell him about slurping on the fork? I've wanted to a few times. Why? Why would I do that? Because that's what you do online. You go in people's comments and make smart ass for fucking marks. That's what comment sections are for, goddammit. Shit. I do it. I don't do it all the time, but I do it. It's fun when I do it. And then I'll go into somebody's inbox and do that, not inbox, somebody's comment section, and make fun of people that do it. And I do it. Yeah, whatever. But that irritates me. But would I make a big deal out of that? Because I know it's stupid that irritates me. I know it's stupid that it irritates me. Some shit that I would have to ignore. There's a lot of shit that women do in general. I don't like funky colored hair. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. If you're not a naturally blonde, if you're not a natural blonde, and I'm black, so you know I have to speak towards. I've seen some white people with blonde hair that look really goddamn stupid too, because I know that's not their goddamn haircut. Because ain't nobody hair like that. That type of blonde. I'm talking that bleach blonde type of shit. That fucking Goldilocks, golden, fucking sunshine ass fucking hair. That looks dumb to me. Now, there's some white women out there with like really light blonde hair, blah blah blah. I've actually seen some white women, but you see, it's more natural on them than for me to see a black woman with bleach blonde hair. That irritates me. The same way it irritates me to see a black woman with blue hair, purple hair, pink hair. I think the shit looks fucking dumb. I do. Oh fucking well. I think them fucking snuffleupagus ass eyelashes motherfuckers be out here wearing and shit. That shit looks dumb to me. That's some shit that I would have to ignore to a certain degree. At a certain point, if you got that hair and those fucking floppy ass eyelashes going on, that shit gonna irritate me from the start. It just does. So it gotta be something about you where I would just overlook that. You know what I'm saying? What is it about you that I can overlook that? Because I'm gonna see that. I'm blind as shit, but I'm gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I won't make a deal of it. I'm not gonna say, hey, your hair and your eyelashes look stupid as fuck. Or the facial piercings irritate the fuck out of me. People had a little ring here. Nose rings look stupid as fuck to me. I don't like lip rings and all that other shit. I'm a big ass kisser, so I don't like jewelry on your mouth. I like sucking titties too, so I don't like nipple rings. If you got nipple rings, I won't fuck with your titties at all. And if I can't fuck with your titties at all, we probably won't be doing nothing else. It's an obstruction. That shit irritates the hell out of me. I hate it. I seen a picture of a woman in her breast and had a titty on nipple ring on one side. I'm like, well, that one titty gonna get all the work. You know what I'm saying? That one titty gonna get all the work because I can't fuck with the other one. You got hardware in there. I don't like that shit. I don't like hardware on the titties. I don't like it up here. And if you got it downstairs, then yeah, we might as well not even talk. We might as well not even talk. It just sometimes that at some point that will be the deal breaker. Because I like kitty sandwiches. I don't know another word to put it. Cunnilingus, goddammit. I like it. I like giving it. So if you got shit down there in the fucking way, right on the hot spot, hey, man. Now, like I said, would I bring that up right from the goddamn get-go? No. You gotta see if you can get past that shit. If not, I know that something gonna irritate me. I won't deal with it. It's a lot of shit that irritates me that I have to overlook. That type of shit that I just mentioned, all of it is shit that I would have to overlook until further notice. We might just have to be cool on another different level. As far as just being together type of shit, no. That is it's gonna get funky because I'm not going. Some moisture hit me. I don't smell no goddamn rain. Did a bird pee or something? It was like a little drop. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, yeah. So, like I said, I know shit like that irritate me. And depending on who it is and who they are, a lot of that shit might just have to get overlooked altogether. Because you have to, at a certain point, you gotta, if something that's irritating you is ultimately superficial, you know what I'm saying? If it's ultimately superficial, can you get past it? You know? But you know, you have to know that you're gonna have to ignore that shit. Like I said, it's some shit that you're gonna have to ignore from a person. A lot of that shit I just mentioned, unless they tell you, you're not gonna fucking find out. Ain't nobody we ain't walking around just nude where you can see people all they titty rings and I forgot what they call piercings down there. You don't get to see all that shit. The shit in the face is dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Just, well, like the stupidest ones, them fucking cheek piercings. Oh man, we out of there. You know what I'm saying? We just out of there. I see you with these shits right here. We all the way out. I haven't seen any women with now, like I say, I mostly deal with black folk, so I can only deal with, shit that I see, that I run across. Now, I know if you're dealing with white folks, you'll run across motherfuckers that be having them they got them stretched earlobes. I don't know how the fuck they have them stretched ass earlobes or whatnot. They just, like, like I said, we have to have a lot going on for me to overlook that. You know what I'm saying? Now intact, that shit look, you know, it looks as designed. But when they ain't got them little plates or loops in their ears and they just got them flappy holes just dangling. You know, it just, you know, and I'm old school. I go to the ears, man. Do people still do that? Do people still do the little on their little earlobe shits? Do people still do that shit? It's in my repertoire. You know, I mean, if I'm in an ear move, it ain't for the fucking happen now. That's just weird. I'm into some weird shit, but that would probably be the least of the weird. But it's weird to me, goddamn. I'm like, you don't know what it look like inside that goddamn loop. Like, you get your shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who it is and who they are, you might have to overlook that shit. And if this the type of person that you could be with and overlook that shit, y'all ain't got no problems otherwise, you know, deal with it. But you gotta get there. You gotta fucking get there. Well, I know right from the goddamn start, I'm gonna, I ain't gonna just, look all stupid and whatnot, but it's like, that's what's going on in my head. But I know how to fucking deal with people. I ain't one of those people that you talk to and that your expression be showing on your face, but you don't know it. You talking to somebody and they pissing you off, and you think you sitting there like, but you actually sitting there like, not even knowing that you scowling and shit. I didn't even know I was scowling. Yes, motherfucker, you was scowling. You had the whole Batman face going on, motherfucker. Anyway, that's about it for that. I ain't got nothing else to say on it. I liked one of those relationships where it's almost like dealing with just a regular friend of mine, to where we ain't got shit to argue about. We don't have shit to argue about. And all the shit that we would have to argue about is shit on our own end. You know what I'm saying? That's on our own end. It ain't shit that we got going on together. It's shit that's going on our own end. That would be the shit that what you want to argue about. But if it's shit going wrong on that end, you argue with yourself, because that's your goddamn responsibility. That's it. That's basically it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back in the fucking house, even though it done quieted down out here now. I don't know what time it is, but it is kind of late, as y'all can see, because it's nighttime out here. Now I'll catch y'all on the flip side.